Hi guys, what is up my friends? Welcome back to Day Trade Diary. Today is a Thursday, the 9th of April 2026. I'll give an update about what happened yesterday on my recorded trading journey. So if we look first of all at the cumulative net asset value chart, you can see we reached an all-time high yesterday, and then today we are down to about 4.6%. Yesterday was about a little bit past 6%. Is day 41. For Oanda, we are now at 14,667 at 78% exposure. For Binance, we are at 9946 with just a 25% exposure. So I'll be hoping that the Bitcoin price dips from here so that we can load up on our grid trading strategy. Total net asset value is 24,613, which gives a percentage return of 4.6%, or in absolute terms in US dollars is 1,083 US dollars. There hasn't been much activity, for example, in the Bitcoin since our last update around here, this candle, 10 o'clock. There's been zero activity in terms of buys and sells. Volatility in the last 24 hours has been low compared to the previous 24 hours where we had this huge spike up due to the ceasefire declaration from the US against Iran. And this will lead to the opening of the Straits of Hormuz, where Iran now basically has set up a toll system that every oil tanker that passes by pays $1 per barrel that they're carrying. So if you're carrying a million barrels, then you pay $1 million basically. So the market seemed to like it when the news was announced, but now it's been tapering down a bit because there has been some rumblings that Trump might renege a little bit on some of the terms of the ceasefire. So we will monitor that closely. But no activity for Bitcoin. So if we go now to, let's look at oil first. The oil price obviously dropped off a cliff after the ceasefire was announced. But now it seems to be trending up again, and it's more than $100 a barrel for Brent crude oil. So does the market know something about the ceasefire? Or is this just a normal pullback before it hits back lower? But either way, I will be looking to rebuy oil if it does dip, down to the 80, 70 level. That will be a very attractive entry for the grid trading strategy. But currently at 100, I do not think I would not want to venture into setting up the grid, because if we just do it at 95, 90, 85, and if the price goes down much more than that, our drawdown would be pretty big. So I'm not tempted to jump into oil at this current point in time. If we look at silver, I recorded that we had one buy yesterday. Yep. So it was the trade at this level, 73.50. It will enter at probably this wick here. And it's currently at a very, very, very slight profit. Yeah, that you can see, $5. So we'll continue to see that. So that basically is all the trades for yesterday. Just one buy for silver. Everything else has zero activity. Just flick through all the charts. China, it went up, it gapped up, but then now it's trending down again. The market seems to be getting used to the fact that this war might be postponed, but something else is going on behind the scenes that is causing the market to dip again. And the general consensus is that all central banks are pulling liquidity from the market, and global liquidity is slowing down tremendously, and is even stopping. the growth of money supply and liquidity is slowing down to almost a stop, and asset prices always follow global liquidity flows. So this is expected to drop until October-ish, until the central banks decide to print again. So we'll be monitoring our other resources in terms of what happens in global liquidity. But right now, global liquidity looks pretty bad, and that would translate to lower asset prices, which is okay for us because our exposure is pretty low at the moment, especially for crypto. So a big dip in the market over summer would be welcome so that we can load up. Yeah. So China, that's the chart. And then if we look at copper, I think it paints a similar story. So it spiked up and then it's just trending down over the last 24 hours or so. And let's look the last one at gold. Similar story. It spiked up at the news that the war would be on pause. And then since then, it has dipped again. But for the past maybe 8-9 hours, it's been in this very tight range here. And let's see if it continues to go up. One thing I wanted to show you, because we still have a little bit of time, is this trading view chart. So if we enlarge it like that. So I just wanted to show you the average true range or average true range or ATR over a 10 candle period. So in this case, this is a daily chart. You can see a D here, and this is ATR 10. You can select any value you wish. You can put ATR 100, ATR 15, or whatever, but ATR 10 means that this is the average over the last 10 days, what the true range is, which is the high minus the low, and it takes the average. So the ATR 10 for Bitcoin, where is it? Yeah, the ATR 10 for Bitcoin is around $2,344 right now, currently. And what we need to do is adjust the grid size according to the reducing volatility here. So you can see it's going down quite a lot, the volatility. Yeah, currently it's at 2,332 as it's stated here. So it went up as high as $5,000 average true range over a 10 period candle, and right now it's just been going downhill, and that's the reason why our take profits and our buy orders are quite limited these days, because the volatility is just simply going down, and when the volatility goes down, then the amount of buys and take profits would also go down. So we need to adjust accordingly when volatility is low, and that is what I have done, reducing the ladder size or the grid size to 1,100 instead of the usual 1,000 200 between the buys and the sells. So I just wanted to show you guys how this actually works in terms of adjusting both the grid size as well as the grid amounts based on volatility. Okay, so that basically concludes my update for today. Um, hopefully there's more action tomorrow, and I'll see you guys. Catch you later. Take care now. Bye bye.